Courtney here with Smitty's Fly Box. We're just going over one of 3 flies here for our beginner box for the month of April. This one's the Mop Fly. Lots to be said about this fly, whether you like it or not. It does catch fish, and we don't mind using it at all, so we're going to show you how to do it. First off, we got our Mustad 90-degree jig hook here in the vise and a black nickel 4mm brass bead. And I've just started my thread here. As you can see, I'm wrapping it from the bead back to the bend of the hook and then back forward again. Here we're going to tie in our mop material next. This is a light olive material, and I'm just going to go ahead and wrap that down about a bead width behind the bead, and I'm going to really crank down on this and mash that material down to create a little bit of a gap where we'll put all of our dubbing in. And then I like to add a drop of super glue here just to help keep that in place, because it will tear out and start to fray on you. And then I like to burn the butt end of it down to kind of help keep the back end from fraying after a few fish hit it. At that point, we're ready to put our dubbing in. Here for the dubbing, I've just used Arizona Mega Semi-Seal. I really love this dubbing for streamers, but it's also good for nymphs too, because it creates a really cool casing once you brush it out. You just want to make sure that you've added enough dubbing to fill in that gap, and then you can start to brush it out. The thing that I found with this dubbing is that if you use a little bit at a time and then just keep adding more, it's a lot easier to put onto your hook and onto your thread, and then roll it on around the hook. And then we'll brush it out. Just be careful as you brush that you're not trying not to touch that mop material, because it can start to fray out if you start grabbing it with a little Velcro brush. So brush that material out nice and full, so you have a full casing around that material. When this gets wet, it looks really cool with that semi-seal draping over the top of that mop fly. I trim it down just to kind of to fit around the material to make it look a little bit cleaner, and then I'll just do a couple of good tight turns here behind the bead, and then we're ready to whip finish, and this fly is pretty much done at this point. So I mean, there's a lot of variations you can add to this. Obviously, tungsten bead, add some lead, whatever you need to get it down. We've had really good success on this fly in the fall and in the spring during caddis hatches. So let us know how you guys do with it, and good luck.